Yakuza 5 is a PS3 exclusive game originally released in Japan in 2012 and has finally received a release in the rest of the world. It features 5 protagonists and 5 fictional Japanese cities stuffed with things to do, and it might just be the best open world game of the previous console generation. I'm Lee, and you're watching Button Bash. Yakuza is a series steeped in Japanese culture, and is a fascinating counterpoint to the open-world crime game as established by Grand Theft Auto. If GTA is a technical triumph set in a curdled and cynical world where everyone is horrible, so it's okay to do horrible things, Yakuza places an emphasis on politeness and acting honorably. Despite the fact that you play as a series of high-ranking career criminals and a teenage girl, the protagonists are constantly striving to do the right thing by everyone they encounter. I sort of feel like this game was made specifically for me. It's an open world game where you get special powers from eating a variety of Japanese food, where the randomly placed collectibles are pieces of garbage that you're grabbing in order to clean up the town, with a driving component that stresses adhering to road rules, giving you demerits for failing to indicate or completely stopping at a stop sign. It's a game where you can go fishing, play karaoke, visit an arcade to face your friends in Virtua Fighter 2, and then go outside to hit a rude man in the face repeatedly with a bicycle. Each character will have their own mini-games to participate in to forward their own plot, and each mini-game is a wholly realized arcade experience. Among the many game types you'll find a street racing game that feels like a direct homage to Outrun, a taxi game that is the polar opposite of Crazy Taxi due to the fact that you actually have to drive properly while still making conversation with your passenger, and a hunting game that has a really good economy and sense of progression. Mastering a mini-game will often provide you with rewards that you can then take into fights, either with new equipment or new special moves. Fighting is at the core of the game and is tremendous fun. Impacts are heavy and special moves are frequent and varied, and break up the grind. Again, it's a game where you can hit people with a bicycle in multiple ways. I mean, that's Game of the Immaterial right there. Yakuza has you investigating a conspiracy against the Tojo clan, with each character exploring a different aspect of the clan's interactions and hierarchy. If you're a newcomer to the series, there's a fair bit to take on out of the gate, but the game does a good job of easing you in through an emphasis on repeated daily tasks and mundane activities like going out to eat with your boss. The script is intelligent, with attention paid to even minor characters to set them apart. The game also feeds the story into even the arcade-like minigames, spicing up a taxi run by giving you a particularly pedantic, complaining customer who might turn out to be a performance examiner, for example, or ending a pickup with a foot chase through the streets as you attempt to apprehend a fare dodger. If you've ever been curious about the series, Yakuza 5 is the game to pick up, as Sega has wisely decided not to cut the more esoteric elements like karaoke and hostess clubs. Previous Western releases in the game have felt incomplete, as if Sega were afraid people were going to find the game too Japanese. But fortunately, that's not the case here. It's a very different, culturally authentic experience, and one I thoroughly enjoyed. If you're keen to fill up on karagi chicken, smash a bully in the face with a bicycle, and then win a penguin in a claw machine, Yakuza 5 is available now on the PS3.